Hey, Diane COnklin with CompleteMarketingSystems.com. Do you spend part of your day distracted, or can you really focus on the things in your business that need to get done, the things that need to get accomplished that day? I see a lot of people who are very distracted. We kiddingly a lot of times say squirrel, but there are, right? There are a lot of bright, shiny objects in the world. There are a lot of squirrels, if you will, running by the window. And I think sometimes entrepreneurs and small business owners have those initials, right? ADD or ADHD to a higher degree than the rest of the population. But it's our nature, right? We want to try new things. We want to do the next thing. And so we are easily sometimes distracted. And it's easy, especially for those of us who are working at home, to get distracted, right? Because there's so many other things around us. Oh, geez, there's dirt on the floor. I should run the vacuum cleaner. The dogs need out. Oh, I'm in the kitchen having lunch, and I realize I need to do the dishes, or the dishwasher needs to be loaded. And so one of the things that I would tell you is to eliminate distractions is, I use time blocking. But the other thing I would tell you is really have a space that is yours that you work in. And I know a lot of people start their businesses in, a corner of their bedroom. And if that's where you are right now, that's great. And if you're a person who can work sitting on the sofa in the living room, good for you. Or on the bed, or with the TV on, or any of those things. I need a really quiet environment to really focus and get things done. And so I've created that space for myself. And, it looks different for everyone. I know people who have writing rooms that they go to, and when they write, that's the only thing they do in that room. My office is my office, and I try to use it for working, and I try to use the other areas for not working. And so I want you to really think about, make a list of all the things that you get distracted by in a day or in a week. I was at an event a couple of years ago, and I was shocked by the instructor did this exercise of tell me all the things that distract you and grab your attention during the day. And I was shocked by the things that people said. Errands, laundry, the house is dirty, just so many things. When you're working, work, and when you're playing, play. And this is one of the reasons that my cell phone isn't a distraction for me in my life or in my business. I don't do business on my cell phone. And so when I'm at my desk, I have a landline. Yes, it's attached to the wall. But it's not a distraction, right? Because like right now, I'm in my home studio shooting this video. The phone has been turned to silent. So I'm not going to be distracted if the phone rings. So I set things up so that there are less distractions. Yeah, there's always going to be some. There's always going to be things that come up. And, it's easier for some of us than others due to situations. If you have a sick parent or you have kids and, you need to be available, those kinds of things are all different. But what I'm saying is, how can you set your environment up? And I'm not talking about some feng shui or anything like that. If you're into that and that works for you, that's great. What I'm talking about are just simple things, right? Take the TV out of your office. Take turn things off. Turn the email off. Turn Facebook off. It's interesting to me. I was actually talking to one of my mentors not too long ago. He was telling me there's actually computers now that writers are buying that there's no internet on them, so that they can't be distracted with Facebook. They can't get online and do anything else. All it is like an old word processor, right? That all you can do is type and write on it. So if those are the things that you need to do them. But distractions are killing you in your business. They're stealing your time. I read not too long ago that it takes you 13 minutes on average when you get distracted to get back on task. If that only happens 4 times in a day, that's an hour lost in your business that you've lost of productivity, that you've lost for that day. And for most of us, it happens more than 4 times. So I really want you to protect the space that is yours, that work environment. And if you need to go outside of the office or outside of your house and have an office space, then I want to encourage you to do that. Do what you need to do so that it works for you. There's not a cookie cutter. There's not one right answer for everybody. It's about what works for you. It's not about what works for me. I'm happy to give you suggestions, but then you need to find what works best for you. I'd love to help you find out what works best for you. Check it out at implementationcoachingevent.com. The next event is coming up really, really soon, and I'd love to have you there. You'll love to be there because you're going to implement and get coaching from me and get so much done in the 2 days that we're together. Just go to implementationcoachingevent.com. Check it out. If you have any questions or anything that we can do for you, just give us a ring or shoot us an email. I'm Diane CONklin with Complete Marketing Systems. We'll see you next time.